Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Keldon Johnson.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The Cell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Van Vliet in at the point guard position. And for the Rockets, the post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Be out there with Jalen Green. And it's Whitmore in at the 3, the small forward. On mid-season, Stan, when you were coaching, would you still try out new plays and tactics and schemes? Or was the recipe set? Was the formula in and that was it?
Well, Kevin, the bulk of what you do is set, but you're always tinkering. And as people start figuring you out, you've got to have counters to what you're doing. So your system is always evolving. You're always trying to get better, and you're always doing new things.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
For some news on MP, let's send it over to the decorated David Aldridge on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, tonight, all eyes will be on MP and Victor Wembanyama. Everyone knows they're two of the favorites for MVP this year. MP said he has a lot of respect for Wembanyama, how hard he plays, and he doesn't rely only on great skill and size. And I know for sure that that respect runs the other way as well. Kevin?
Yeah, Wembanyama has said this before, so I'm glad you throw that in there, David. It does go both ways. Thank you. We're about 1 minute into the first. Pass to Zohan. And here is Vassell. Spurs passing it around. Wembanyama finds Van Vliet. And a miss later. Van Vliet's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Greg, what's the key thing Fred Van Vliet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
Now, Vassell, after the missed 3 from B. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 14. And Wembanyama gets it to go.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat, Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
There's a good screen. Wasted no time on that one. Whitmore's got 5 points so far.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Wembanyama trying to free himself up. Van Vliet with the bucket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And it's Zohan missing.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Smith the pass to B. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Given the size disadvantage, you have to have a lot of confidence to take that shot.
Yeah, a skilled player can work around the mismatch. He's used to dealing with larger guys.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's B. He saw him with 39 points last game out. Takes it from 10. That one a little long. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against the Clippers in L.A.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Well, they shot it well because of how selfless they were. You need that kind of chemistry and cohesion on the road.
And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. the guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Johnson. Here's Van Vliet. Misses the layup. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Green gets it to go.
Not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Now here's Vassell. In the game against Orlando, very impressive. Wembanyama, a screen on Green. A 3-ball. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Vassell.
And when Wembanyama is connecting from deep, he is downright unguardable. This is how special a talent he is.
Smith wide open. He fires. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Rockets on top, up by... for the Rockets. And San Antonio also making a switch. Johnson's checked in. Rockets leading by 6. We've got Alperen Şengün. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Shepard, and it's B in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Clippers delivered quite a performance. He picked up 39 points and was reliable as ever from distance. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. See what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And you knew MP hit the ground running in his career, but now he has passed Luka Doncic as the fastest to reach 5,000 points.
For a guy that came in with so much height like MP, he has certainly lived up to it. Getting to 5,000 points so fast illustrates how easy the transition's been for MP to become a star in our league.
Johnson gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's a good shot by Johnson. He's always a threat from out there.
Johnson against Eason. Here's B. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And it's 9 points for B.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Johnson against Eason. Here's Castle. He had a big outing in that Magic game as well.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better look. That's one he's got to knock down.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Now Van Vliet, after the missed 3 from B. Pass to Johnson. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Stan, isn't it terrific? We're seeing these great stars in the NBA extending their careers more than ever before.
We certainly are, Kevin, and it's great for the league. The league keeps getting younger, though. These guys come into the league earlier, but I think what players have learned, it's not even just the basketball part. It's the strength and conditioning. It's the nutrition. They've taken care of themselves better, and that allows them to last longer.
And the Spurs with possession. After the 3-pointer from B. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Eason. It's good. Eason's got the lead up to 10 now for Houston.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just walks us inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Now here's Johnson. They look to him for part of their offensive attack right now. Now averages nearly 12 points a game.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
They get the rebound. Here's B. Banked in off the glass. B's got 10 points now just in this quarter. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor. And guys, we're going to see a lot of that from this young man. Smith right now, beasting.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pritchard gets the bucket.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Rockets leading by 8. B the pass to Green. Now Eason. Houston moving it around. Now Smith. Defended by Wembanyama.
Oh, 2 loud points from Smith there. Get up, Jabari.
Wembanyama with it. 1 second left. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And we finished one half of basketball. Rockets lead by 10. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
There are things to like about acquiring Valanciunas. He's strong, he's big, he's versatile, and he impacts the game.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Houston Rockets.
Gotta appreciate the way they're moving.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send...
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. One half to go. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
On the floor for San Antonio, Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. The cell in the wing along with Johnson. And it's Van Vliet in at the 1 spot.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama with it. Şengün covering from 10 feet out. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Here's B. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Van Vliet. That's tipped. Inside, here's B. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. You asked Greg Popovich about Victor Wembanyama, and he says Victor's a different player. He's got talent, so you don't want to take that out of him. I tried to do that with Manu Ginobili, and I learned my lesson. Just shut up and let him play. Victor does some amazing things. His game is all-encompassing. Kevin?
That's a great way to put it, D.A. It is all-encompassing. Wembanyama is one of one. Hey, thank you for the report. Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look, he is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all three levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a three-point shot.
And let's take a moment to honor the Western Conference Player of the Week, B.
He's really been on his A game lately. You know, the way their offense is set up, it really relies on his ability. He sets the tone each time down the floor, and he's been a lot of fun to watch. This is the belief Smith's teammates have in him, which is why they look for him to take that shot.
Vassell outside. Now, Sohan. Nothing on the board. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Pass to Sohan. 4 on the clock. To halt the run. Green with the rebound.
And they've got him not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Smith's shot is good.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here is Van Vliet, following the 3 from Jabari Smith.
It's been all Van Vliet tonight, one of the best undrafted players in league history.
Here's Whitmore. Takes it off the glass. Whitmore's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Van Vliet. He's got 13. Finished off the break. Green's got 6 points.
And once Green gets inside, he has the body control to adjust to the defender there and finish.
Van Vliet passes to Vassell. It's the 3-point bomb. Vassell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's B, covered by Van Vliet. Here's B. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Sohan with the ball, working on Smith. Here's Van Vliet. From down in the low post, it goes. 15 points in the game.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half. And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Wembanyama. That shot is off. Here's B. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead as we head to the 4th.
And so it's the Houston Rockets holding a very comfortable. A chance now to hear Greg Popovich talking.
Cut, play. You just like.
And with the 4th quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number 1, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players, so you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Be out there with Shepard. Then it's Jabari Smith. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Thompson in at the 3. That's the 5 for Houston right now. The Rockets making a switch here. Landale's checked in. Now, here's Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
And for Johnson, it's all about being consistent. When he does this, he's a major factor for this team.
The Spurs shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. It's Vassell on the wing. He's covered by Thompson. Thompson against Vassell. Pass to Johnson. Back to Vassell. A three-pointer off the mark. Houston's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So, here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for the Spurs. Fred VanVleet comes in for Pritchard. B the pass to Eason. There's a screen. Pass to B. For the three. Good on the three-point shot. B's got 14 points now in the second half.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
And here's VanVleet from the arc. Comes up empty, 7 for 15 with that miss.
Well, and after making just one triple going into the break, he's still looking for his first make from distance here in the second half. Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
And you can always count on VanVleet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
Here's B. Johnson with the rebound.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And it's Sohan missing.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
For three, VanVleet. It's rebounded by Houston.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's B. And he finishes nicely on the way. B's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, he's getting all he can offensively and making the most of it.
VanVleet looking around. Wembanyama sets a screen for VanVleet.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Shepard the pass to Landale. Knocks it loose. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Brooks checked in for B. Timeout called by Houston. They're up by 31. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game? And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying the international game.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Rockets.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for B.
Well, he was the reliable option for them on just about every possession. So dependable, always making the right decision.
And here's Houston. They're on a 20-6 run. Well, this one is winding down now. Houston can watch the clock run out. Here's B. The tray doesn't get a good drop for him. So we see Houston taking the W here.